Boss said he reserved the place just for us.
Ain't this place always... Huh?
Everyone here is a wit. We're supposed to be Considering how big the hype's gotten, she'll probably just think it's a prank, won't she?
I could always put it on Sai-san's desk.
That's not a good idea. If you... I'll do it. I can just... No matter what she asks. I'll tell her I don't know.
But Makoto, that's...
You're our leader, so this will be up to you.
Is that really...
I'll be okay. I've already traversed far more dangerous...
We will leave it to you then. I will need to step up my game as well to make up for it.
Very well then. Well, does 6 o'clock in the evening work for everyone?
Yep.
Same as all... Well then, let's get ready for tomorrow.
Madame Sae Nijima, a great sinner of jealousy. You have lost yourself amidst your obsession with success. For its sake, you are even willing to promote injustice as justice. From the Phantom Thief.
I found it in our mailbox.
To think they would send me one. They brand me a criminal and plan to change my heart? What nonsense! They only care about disposing of those who are an inconvenience for them. Fine. I'll just have to catch them.
And when you do, you're going to interrogate them, right? In some kind of underground room, was it?
Why do you ask?
Oh, I just remembered you mentioning something like that before.
That's right. It will be in a special... My time will be limited, but I will do whatever it takes to make them divulge.
Let's do this!
I should probably be getting back. It's late, but I should contact the director and let him know about this. I expect things will calm down a little once this case is over. Once that happens, why don't we go on a trip to some...
Sid... I won't let anyone do... I'll head up to my room then.
I'm sorry for calling so late. This is Niji. There's something I need to inform you of. I received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves. It was addressed to me directly and... Stand by? And you've transferred command of the investigation to someone else? No, of course not. I'll remain on standby until further instructions.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
The real question to be asked, where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at those masquerades.
The day has come. Are you all prepared?
Let us go.
Now, let's settle the score.
We can't afford to lose. Let's go.
It's not a case. I'm
It's showtime.
Let's go.
See it. Focus.
So you know that we are there.
See it.
Can't move fast without breaking. Can't hold on our life for change. And our voices ring out there.
Whoa!
To the mass goes to be free. Falling out in the debris. Not another night will take.
Somewhere. It's somewhere. Focus. I can feel it. I can see it.
And in a shame, I'm not a big man, of you really know mine. I'm just as real as I'm just as.
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You're making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hate dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous. But the ones left behind have to... Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
All we need to do to determine who is right. Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this?
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now, come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
Let's do this fair and square!
All right, let's...
Come! You're mine.
Persona! Prepare yourself!
This is what separates us!
Let's do this fair and square!
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here. One must follow the rules.
We already told you. There's no way...
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people will just face the pen.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
In that case, breaking rules will be punished.
Noir doesn't have much help left. What?
Those who cannot follow rules are not to...
Kiss my wrath!
She needs help!
You will predict now. The time has come for our first round. Choose where you will place your bet.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, we should go along with the game for now and try to gain evidence on her methods of cheating.
I agree.
Well, how will you bet? Have you made your decision? Then let's see the results.
Noir's been defeated! We lost. Really? I don't think that. Let's try observing.
Let's do this fair and square.
The stuff just. That must mean the betting changes every time.
Persona!
Thank you.
Very well, time to make your bet. Well? Have you made your...
We lost. Really? I see.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk her way out of it. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lit. You're in charge of choosing who.
We must. As long as I get close, even this gun should work. Roger, I'm on it!
Let's do this fair and square.
The sniper is in their designated spot.
Very well. Well? Hopefully...
What was that about fair and square? You coward! What do you?
Shut up! Shut up!
Sis?
Cheating? Unfair? If you want a fair fight, then to hell with the game! I'll crush you by force, fair and square, just as you like!
This is my sister's true nature? No! We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck, Joker.
Die on my blade!
Go! Power up!
Let's
She's
go.
way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her. Persona! How's this? Persona! Shall we?
Persona!
As long as don't you all think the same?
It's not for us. We only do it to help others who are suffering.
I will win.
You're being as...
I never lose, even in...
So she's not... This may be a good opportunity for us, Joker.
What's the plan?
I will win.
Persona!
I'm grateful.
Thank you so much!
Persona! There!
I'll use my persona! Feel my rage! Persona! How's this?
Persona!
As long as I can win, that's all that matters.
Sis,
Take this!
the enemy's power is rapidly increasing!
Ravage them!
Persona! How's this?
So I've lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
sorry?
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils, which that's all the Phantom Thieves have been with these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think about your
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to... This deal we made was a great experience for me. All right. To think that I, a detective, would act... Yes. And you all shall end this phantom. That was part of the promise, after all.
All right, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you all right? I am. Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good.
We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make any sense. What?
There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something.
Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits.
A team this large would be discovered immediately. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too... Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking to.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay?
I'll never forgive you if you don't make it...
We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember?
Even more are coming!
This truly is a painfully reluctant part.
It seems we had best...
We'll see you later.
There's something here.
Hey, up there! He's here. Move it immediately.
Good. Now get running!
This is our...
Stay calm. You can get...
We'll retrieve the brief.
Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting... But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
There he is! I'll capture you!
Just... Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Looks like the rest of us can slip away. Everyone remember what...
Stop right there!
Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
Another you that exists within. Ah, we meet. You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you!
Comparing power levels. No threat. Get him, Joker!
It's time. Ravage them!
Your fate will soon recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here.
Good. More of them?
Joker, behind you! Go through that door!
Come on, man.
I'm okay.
No problems on mine.
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there!
Still struggling. Suspect secure.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? Did you hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but... I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in. Besides.
You prosecutor-san, Nijima? There's a call from your hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an
I'm calling because I knew you.
I will not be convinced unless this is my case.
I won't be expecting much.
Prosecutor, your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with... It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak.
I understand.
Now that you have traversed your long... The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win... If you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bomb and grasp the truth that will save...
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero. I still can't believe it. There's much more I'd like to... I do have... Care to strike a deal? I have a responsibility to solve this case. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Unless... Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru. And the frequently probing... Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not? So you won't sell out your friends. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit. You had the cooperation of people out. Can you tell me about them? So you won't speak a word about either your teammates. Do you even understand? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wished. Why won't you talk? Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who... Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you... Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all... After all... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey, can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has... Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer. Huh? What are you That's right. No matter the results of this case, I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room. Good. It looks like...
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done. Goodbye. Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me. Anyhow, there's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told a short while later I received word you were caught in the act. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you. If that's true, who could it have been?
Suspicion. Still, to think his true intention. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. The smartphone giving him will be counting on.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who? Yes, very well. If you know something, you must tell me. You mean... I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but but it's only a What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the...
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto, I'm talking about the true culprit here.
Hey, what are you trying to... And what about this smart... The truth...
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns...
Please. I need you to be clear with me. What? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you? What are you plotting? I can't... But it appears my time is up. This will be my last involvement with this... Very well. I've listened to your whole story, and that honest look in your eyes. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right.
I'll be go- What good will this do? Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for How did you get approved?
For the same reason you did. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They...
That was a joke, of course. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you...
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thief. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him.
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself.
True. This is undoubtedly a good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask, going in unarmed to interrogate him?
Huh? What are you...
I owe you. That's right. Your pop. That just. All right. Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san, my job is
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the special investigation?
Perhaps he'll be struck.
No, it can't be. Even me. Shh.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquired.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi, he didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have...
Don't trust the guard either. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him? What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for it.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down to...
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll like... I suggest you go into hiding at once.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It'd be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Hey, they're going. You realized it. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he had... Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. Okay. There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to... Right. It's a necessity. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible. I didn't say it was impossible. That's perfect.
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait!
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work.
It seems you find this game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, however, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few...
Waiting upstairs. Go tell I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective...
Look...
Hey, you big bastard!
How've you been? You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even...
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the...
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fate.
Oh, enemy? Fake?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one...
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any... so what was this mistake Akechi made?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you?
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal... Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was...
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, but we already saw him drop a mega hint about...
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by...
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contact.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making...
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive...
We're sorry for using you without your permission.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't...
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along. Yeah.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set...
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became the reason I joined the Phantom.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you...
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing a perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, they looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we However, It was then that we were, as a result, even though we managed... Except that we had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand. This was because we knew the police would be...
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of... But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had... It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that.
All I could do was try to handle all the mess. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately, by having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was...
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
What?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan, that persuasion, was we couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was...
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a... I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit, realize that our leader was telling the truth.
As a result, we...
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus...
This is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death.
The bad guys have that much...
Murder in a police station would be reckless.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, as a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and...
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, the callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I almost became one of your assailants.
It still freaked me out when I saw...
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated, to avoid... Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my...
Well, I knew right away that...
I wanted to believe, but...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree...
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was...
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just... What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant... Very well. From here, you saved me.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Let's take a break for now. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor, but you'll need a hideout where you can be safe.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
Let us accept his...
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender.
No. More importantly, you...
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero.
All possible hindrances are now gone.
And on to our next story. This discussion is swirling around potential nominees. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter.
Why don't we resume our...
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back to...
Have you figured out...
Akechi accidentally let the... He said,
Shido.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has...
Shido? Could it be Messiah?
I believe he's a politician.
For real?
It's certainly possible.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are very... First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdown. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous pop. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapse.
We'll make him have a change of heart.
Mom.
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous... I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and cut from the moment Wakaba died. But there wasn't anything I could do.
Why didn't you say that?
You guys would have definitely gone after him. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what...
Originally, I was looking into the mental. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdown. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves action.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going...
What's going to happen to this country if...
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose...
Yeah, well, then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido. Got a hit! Well...
Where would the location...
What kind of things go through a politician's...
I always think of dirty...
What does he do?
His palace must be somewhere that politics...
Talk about...
Perhaps it's...
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself?
Our next target's the big shot politics. Hell yeah! Nobody again.
Of course!
He will be a...
Let's win the...
Time for... Then it's you...
All we gotta do now is figure out what he...
So that's the app that allowed me to enter...
An old fart like me can't wrap his...
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's...
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet...
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school?
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright?
What do you...
This operation had another purpose. Shido tried to place all the blame on the... He has ruined countless lives, and even made a mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence.
We'll be making use of the police statement that our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide.
Everyone's gonna
You guys thought through...
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured. What frightening teenager.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. We will need to be prepared for it.
I finally made it this.
Back then, you earned the media's attention. Because of that, those who want...
To think I would fall for the... I recall that's when you came to me, if it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart, and when someone like that said he'd support me?
It's because I sympathized with your I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for this...
Well, my faith in you was I only need you using that power.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just...
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. After all, we had an...
Astounding, isn't it? To think he was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked... Well, I got that out of...
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old... The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't...
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. Those who get in the way must be...
Still, it would stand... Which is why I made them suspect. Prosecute the targets that I turned... And thus...
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished. And I've... Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all the police were no exception. With their management in my pocket...
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might...
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond. After that, all I had to do with the current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind even the government parties have begun splitting up. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of... However, inauguration isn't my goal. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its...
In other words, you're creating a powerful country.
The public resonates with me, and for that, some sacrifice. That is... Your assistance has been very... When I become Prime Minister...
With this most recent case, my name has become known. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero. I believe I'll lay low, and...
I suppose with your age...
I am thinking about...
Guess you won't be going to... Don't worry about it. This'll be... And we'll have all the time... To be perfectly honest, but when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay...
Well, how do I put this?
Well then.
I'm gonna head back then.
Phew.
Cut that out!
Okay. Well then.
What is it?
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. We already have Masayoshi Shido.
Maybe...
Conditions have not been met.
What about...
Conditions have not. Conditions have
What
not
about
been met. Conditions have
Imperial...
not. Conditions have not been met.
It's no...
I thought we would have gained entry by now.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole... Shido stole the cognitive science.
Is that it?
Who knows? I've got...
There was nothing like that in the notes I...
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido?
I did some light research on him last night.
That man over there is probably a Excuse me, I'm a member of the new...
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's it...
His stance is dedicated. He's an admirable man of action. With a first, I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future.
An exemplary and...
It makes sense he wouldn't...
Look over there.
Wait.
That doesn't...
We should leave. Tomorrow's the day off. So let's have... We should...
The criminals calling themselves... However, these scandals only...
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to working toward personal gain without consider...
Everyone's being dis...
In order...
Ugh.
Last one.
Conditions have not been met.
How many do...
Perhaps...
Right? That's not something to be...
We know all the way up.
So you enter key...
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be...
Sure thing.
Him and his stupid.
So, Akechi, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your...
I truly apologize. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then, was it also your plan when you...
That was to catch them off guard. Once they lost that's the same strategy used in romance.
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi...
They're manipulating it.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue...
Were there any instances before when you didn't...
Well, there was the...
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and...
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well?
No, that's still impossible.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election?
Oh, right!
I apologize for the...
Wait!
Yeah, he did!
Man, talk about being lucky!
Hey, this way. By the way, you didn't seem well.
I humbly ask that you let us all set sail. I hope to...
Is that... You guys wait here!
Wait!
Hey!
Stand back!
I just want to talk...
He's a busy...
The hell? Ain't...
That's...
You're that asshole we met at the... Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you...
That Come on!
But these...
Hey, kid, you don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I... This ain't a show. Damn brat! What are you looking? This country is filled with Let them go.
What a piece of shit. Wait, he's the same guy.
You're sure? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit.
Let's get going.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too.
God.
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making...
He would do anything. We're talking...
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always...
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, it's beyond hypocritical.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet building is will be despicable.
It must be something
Someone like him needs.
Let's head to the...
Stewing over it won't...
Well then. Yeah.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting.
The citizens are secondary. He
wants to become prime minister.
Fortune. Hey, can you think of anything? Just try saying anything.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your...
Steer? It was a
What? What kind of scenery will...
I can't even begin.
Well, whatever it is.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall, just... Alright.
Wait!
Hey.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
the hell?
Huh? Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
A country that children can be proud of my ass. If a guy like this stands above everyone...
This is...
The same. He should have seen this scenery as well.
What in the... Whether it be for glory, my father died because of someone like this. We gotta sink Shido. A palace with not just... I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous... Be careful.
We're...
Alright. We must put an end to... Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into...
Wait.
You got it.
Indeed.
That's...
It looks like.
You're right. Listen up.